I really liked Julian's point about about giving credit to his assistant too. After the 7-ball net trick, for instance, the way that they both interact with I'm assuming their partners or their significant others is,
Yeah.
I mean, it gives the performance another dimension. It makes it 3-dimensional, right? So, I mean, well, first, Anthony Gatto's stage is circular, so he does have the audience around him, but it's not just like audience juggler, he's interacting with the stage too.
Yeah.
And I don't think Willie really acknowledged his assistant in the same way at all until he kissed her.
Yeah, let's, Thomas, Thomas, jump in here. Martin, Shai, if you want to say something, please put your hand up and I'll come straight to you so I can see you there on the side of the screen. So if you want to say something. Yeah, Thomas, what are you going to say?
I think the thing that bothered me the most about Willie's performance is it seemed like the assistant was just there to look pretty as opposed to having a diegetic function within the actual act.
Yes.
And I see this, like, the only kind of real sort of trick that happens is when she tosses the clubs to him.
Yeah.
Well, like, if you look at Gatto, he does the same thing.
Yeah.
But...
Let's have a look at this. Can you see Willie on screen now? You can see Willie on screen. So
I wanted to point out at the beginning when you showed this video, this still image there.
Yeah.
She's camouflaged.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to say. Look at this. Look at this. Where is she on the stage? Like, you can...
Like, not even in light. Like, at least put her next to anything that's lit, like one of the props or anything.
The thing is, she's wearing a black, and she's in that lighting, her skin is orange, and she's wearing a black costume with sort of like some diagonal black stuff on, and she's standing in front of these poles which are black and orange diagonal stripes. She's like blending in the most possible. Let me just show for the video, for the live stream, okay, so people can see right there she is. Although people can't see my mouse pointer, I don't know, but she's right on stage, and you don't see her. Like you say, it's so crazy that, like, she's just so not visible there and so unacknowledged. Now, let's skip forward. The first thing that she does, weirdly, is she gives him some extra balls. But see, once he finishes his 5-ball routine, she comes over and gives the ball, okay, and just see how much acknowledgement he does. He turns around like that. Like, the first time he's ever acknowledged her on stage is, give me that ball. Like, literally, that's the first thing he ever does. Like, when she's standing there waiting, he goes away from her. You see, he goes like this. He turns away from her, turns, ball. Like that. That is, again, not great for anybody on stage. And it's not just about working with the assistants, like you said before. Like, when Anthony Gatto comes out, he's acknowledging, like, oh, my jacket, here's the technical, you people in the audience, I'm acknowledging you. Here's my assistant, my wife in this case, girlfriend, I don't know at the time. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no, I'm not going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. I can't do this. All right, so that's the first acknowledgement that Willie has. And then he starts the trick. And you don't understand what's going on with the trick until she walks forward with this thing. But because, like the way they're lined up on stage, you can't even see her behind. You don't even realize which direction the balls are. Maybe the people, if this isn't I'm not sure this is I think it's just a proscenium or like a thrust stage, so most of the audience are in front. But it's even difficult to see. But then she finishes the trick, and look at him. He's like, yay, look at me. And then he goes over, completely ignores her. She's doing something out, and then just grabs it. Like, that was her trick. Like, she did that trick. You threw the balls away. She caught all of the balls. Like, why isn't, like, what are you doing there? Now, if we switch over and to Gatto, who does pretty much the same trick, wasn't it? Yeah. So here, at this point, he's different. So, oh, why is that so loud? So he's doing the trick, and he juggles for a while, and then he turns sideways. Yeah, talking about the framing of this, he turns sideways, and they all go into the ball, and he turns around, and he's right there, like, and it's there, and he actually turns and points at her. It's very, very clear that she is, like, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She catches them all. He turns around and goes there, acknowledges her, bows, and then turns around and says once more, there she is, okay, and then thank you very much to the audience. That is a really clear. I've got to share this again. Where are you guys? Wait a second. I can only see one person. Ah, there we go. You're all backing in. So it's a really clear interaction, acknowledging that his assistant or wife is on stage. I think that is one of the clearest things, Jack, there about that 7-ball. Like what he does. Like what does he acknowledge? What's going on? And what he should be acknowledging is that his wife, his girlfriend, was 50% of that trick. Hey, Juliana, what's up?
I just wanted to say that I think it's just the same kind of thing how Anthony Gatto establishes his character in the first 30 seconds. The same happens with him and his partner on stage. They establish themselves as an equal partner, set of partner. They come out, they're next to each other, they do the presenting and stuff, and then the show goes on. And in Willie's show, the show starts with him. The partner not even visible, and this is the kind of way it also then progresses over the rest of the show. It's all about him. She's just doing something in the background. And then at the end, they kiss.
Can you see that? Can you see Willie on screen here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it turns around. This is the first time he's ever actually acknowledged his partner on stage. For the entire show, she's just been handing him stuff, and then he's sort of like finally acknowledged her. And he's rewarded with a kiss, and it's so it's like so childish. It's like so puerile. Whereas now if we go over to Anthony Gatto and look here at the end of his routine, he finishes, he gets a huge applause because yes, he should get a huge applause because he just did the show. He's like the main guy. Yeah, you get your applause, and then he takes an applause over there. He takes an applause over there. So he's taken applause from all three sides of the stage. Let me put it this way because it's not completely in the round. And then like this kind of stuff, and then they go off. And you just acknowledge them. Look at them walking off with that swagger again. They're walking off with that swagger. So it's an adult relationship. They have an adult relationship on stage. And an adult relationship just means that, they're equals. They walk on in equals. He does a great job. And then they walk off as equals again. Even though everyone knows that they're not equals. Everyone knows that Anthony Gatto has done the lion's share of the work. But they know it's sort of like, oh, that was teamwork. All that time, it was teamwork. So it was two people on stage. You've got to acknowledge the other person and treat them as a human being and not just as a dancing, moving prop stand. And just the costume choice as well. Like Daniela here looks really classy. She looks really, really great. Whereas the costume that Willie's girlfriend or assistant has got on, it's like, I don't know. It's I wouldn't say demeaning, but it's sort of like misjudged for what kind of relationship that you're wanting to say on the screen there.